Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
Oh no.
Hello.
So as you guys can see, Reptar is managing the stream today. So we're gonna see how this goes. There we go. It switched to the demo screen. That's why I see why you delete that. JC, you're not in your office where you normally are. What's going on?
This is AI generated. I'm at home in my
That's
basement.
not AI generated. I know the difference between AI.
No, you guys, if you've watched recent shows, you know that my wife was supposed to be in Jamaica doing some humanitarian stuff, but that all got canceled due to the hurricanes down there. So she had the time off, and we had to cancel those flights. So we just decided, hey, is there any last minute all inclusive deal that we could catch? So I'm at an all inclusive in Mexico, drinking the real Coca Cola.
The real Coca-Cola?
Don't you know Mexican Coca Cola is way better than United States Coca Cola?
Is that like because it's like from the 70s? Like the original Coca-Cola?
Hey, Mr. Gray says, Reptar, your mic is coming in a little scratchy.
You got it. Massive.
I'm watching. So I have my phone and I have my iPad. So that's how we're bringing you the crypto news. We didn't bring it yesterday because it was a little bit of a holiday, and I forgot what day it was, so I didn't even pester Reptar.
Ooh, I am coming
Because
a little
when you're on
scratchy. Let's see
vacation,
if we can fix this real quick. Default analog. How am I doing now?
no, still
Still
scratchy.
scratchy. All right, let's give it a second here. Scratchy.
Yes.
Mother. All right, give me a second.
While he's playing with that, I'm
That
going
was
to talk.
brutal.
Yeah. So good news today. We do have good news. Hopefully, the Senate has passed the vote to open the government. Now that they made a couple of changes, so it has to go back to the House, which shouldn't be a problem. But you never know. Some Republican House representative person might decide that they're going to be a douche about it.
Oh, I can't.
I don't know.
Am I still giving feedback? Because I can switch to my other audio. I switched to a different.
Oh yes.
Okay, I switched to a different audio device. I'll figure it out later, guys.
Bye, Ice.
What's up, guys? Everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys coming out. So we do have a lot to talk about today. Besides JC hanging out in Mexico drinking, real Coca-Cola. But guys, it was a big weekend. We had a lot of action. Huge price drop over the weekend, and then we saw a bit of a recovery. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what we normally do to start off the show. We're gonna start with the bubbles.
Bubbles. Riptor has to do everything today because I literally have my phone and my iPad. I can't do anything.
Reptar's gonna do all the things today. He's gonna do all the things, and we're gonna get it.
All the things, like putting out a video.
Guys, the editing of this video has been an absolute nightmare, but I promise it's almost done. So I'm gonna look at the weekly chart because I think this is important to get a grasp of where we really are right now.
You have to click the thing that puts our faces up there too.
Yep.
Otherwise, they can't see our pretty
right
faces.
here, me.
And really, what they want to see is the backdrop and be like. Although I'll be honest with you, it's been cloudy and rainy and a little cold.
Yeah, it's literally a snowstorm here outside right now. So we are.
Oh, it's snowing at my house. Or it snowed yesterday at my house. My kids had to go to school 2 hours late because there was snow.
That's wild. We get snow here all the time. We're in upstate New York over here, so we get a lot of snow, but that's wild. But guys, we had quite the drop over the weekend. But if you look at the week, we are up quite a bit. And what's interesting, the most interesting thing to me is a lot of the projects that we have been talking about for months on the show. I'm talking Near, I'm talking Arrow, I'm talking Render, I'm talking Uniswap and DeFi, Fet AI, which we're a little iffy on, but it's AI related, doing well. ICP might be on the list of the video coming out soon.
Goodness. ICP crushed it while everything else was falling. ICP almost went up, 70%?
Exactly. And what's interesting is we're seeing a huge pump on not only AI projects, near really good project, up quite a bit.
Render back up a little bit. Over render under 2. I told you render under 2 was a buy.
If you guys bought render under 2 when we were talking about it dropping below 2, you got in at a good price. It's still around 250. It's still a good price to get in. I think still a $1 billion market cap. I think it's still an easy 25x in my opinion.
I would say render 10x is a no-brainer.
And again, we have some of these finance platforms like Ondo, ICE. If you're watching, I know you love Ondo. And there's a lot of bullishness going on for AI. Again, really going to get that video out for you guys. You need to know what AI projects to be paying attention to because things are starting to move. If you look at the daily chart, though, we have corrected a little bit from some of these high gains. Near FET and ICP are having a bit of a pullback.
Wait till you see the fear and greed index, even with like the news that's happening. Crypto doesn't make sense.
And that's what we're going to talk about, guys. Why do we have all this bullish stuff? We've had a really good week of price action, and price is still going down. Good question, but there's a lot to it. So this is going to be, get comfy because this is going to be quite the show, guys, because we have a lot to kind of discuss and go over. But I'm going to go ahead and share the fear and greed index because, guys, we are firmly in fear right now. We are
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's we're seeing a lot of bullish news. We have we'll get into this in a minute, but we have the stimulus coming and we have a lot of pending ETFs ready to go live. There is so much happening right now. And obviously with the government shutdown, there's been a lot of uncertainty. It does look like the government is going to reopen. I'm actually going to go ahead and share an article that I was reading about the government shutdown, kind of what people are expecting, and also what we should be looking at for, what's going on with these stimulus checks that everybody keeps hearing. So, not a huge fan of Fox, but this is one of the better articles that I found today. So, a lot of people saw this stimulus check coming, and people got excited about it. Just to go ahead and curb everybody's expectation, there is no authorization for these checks yet. This is not official. Trump did say, I'll share the quote in a second, but he proposed using tariff revenue to give everyone around a $2,000 stimulus check, which we saw during COVID. We kind of have seen this in the past. Again, they talked about the COVID checks. They talk about this dividend that he's talking about. This was his true words. He wrote, a dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everyone.
I want to know what high-income people is. Like, what's the,
what is the
cutoff?
Exactly. So Trump definitely got the markets excited again because they were having this stimulus, which a lot of people are. It's not only going to be good if the average person gets a stimulus check. Obviously, there's a reason that the government's doing this. They want to stimulate the economy. Imagine that. But the point is,
money printer go actually, although if we're getting it from tariff money, it's not actually money printer. But
and the thing is, there's a lot to his economic stimulus plan, and a lot of these things I think are really going to kind of be good for the market. So we do have a lot of bullish stuff coming, and I do want to quickly highlight this as well. So it does look like the government is probably going to be reopening. They just had a meeting with the House it went through, I believe, the Senate. And now it's got to move to the House of Representatives. Right here. So we will know by today. They're going to be voting on this today. So we'll know if the government reopens. If the government does reopen, I think that we will see some positive price action. Right now, it even says Bitcoin, it's pinned at 104. It actually dropped a little bit since then. We're going down. But we do see a little bit of positive price action because it is looking like the shutdown is about to end. This is the longest shutdown we've ever had, guys. So this definitely, affected the markets. But this I found very interesting. JP Morgan and Chase are going to be rolling out their own crypto. What? On Base, Coinbase.
They're their own. It'll be.
But I thought J.P. Morgan called
you.
Bitcoin a pet rock. So he's making his own pet rock?
It's a scam.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's making his own pet rock. He saw that people were selling pet rocks, and he's like, "Well, that's dumb, but I can make money, so I'm going to do it."
So, guys,
J.P. Morgan, not the current CEO, but 110 years ago, J.P. Morgan, Mr. Morgan himself, presented on the group of 7 people that formed the Federal Reserve. And when the bank, because before that, we just had individual regional banks that would issue their own, print their own paper money against their gold. And after the Federal Reserve was created, JP Morgan is one of the banks that bought up all of the smaller regional banks as they reached a liquidity crisis during the Great Depression. JP Morgan says one thing and does the exact opposite, and they have for the last 120 years.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of room at the top, and they don't want to share. So, but what's interesting, guys, is while all this negative, stuff is going on in the news, we are seeing some really bullish stuff happening on. Here, let's see if we can do this. Cool. We're seeing a lot of bullish stuff happening in. With ETFs. We've talked about ETFs for a long time on this channel. We mostly focus on.
I'm going to interrupt because we're about 15 seconds behind. The stream is on a 15-second delay from when we're talking. But Mr. Gray says his weekend was not long enough. He just wants to be paid. So he is one of those workers that has been working since October without getting a paycheck. So shout out to Mr. Gray. And any of these federal workers, I want to say a special thanks to the FAA and the TSA guys that got us out on our flight from Charlotte amidst ground stops and short staffing. So any of you guys who are getting paid by the federal government and haven't been paid, we do see you and we appreciate you. And look, can't say enough thanks for doing your job and not being a dirty piece of crap like the politicians. I'm sorry that politicians are dirty pieces of crap, but thanks for sticking it out.
Yeah, it's wild to me that, so many people are still working without getting paid, and the government's just like, nah, we're not going to come to work because we didn't get our way. It's really childish, and, it's really upsetting to see. But again, shout out to all you guys. And we do have some really bullish stuff happening. These are all the ETFs that have just been added. Obviously XRP Bitwise. We have a Canary XRP. I don't recognize all of these, but these are all different ETFs that are pending approval, guys. 11.
The beautiful thing about this is when they changed the rules, approval became approval became automatic after this 20-day waiting period. And Canary was the first. And now we did talk about the shoot, I'm blanking on their name, but they have a we talked about it probably a couple of weeks ago that they opened an ETF that had some XRP in it, and so they could technically claim that they're the first XRP ETF, but they are not only XRP. They were a basket ETF. Canary's XRP ETF is XRP only, which means they have to back it by owning real XRP as people buy their shares. But they changed when the SEC changed their process for approving ETFs. They made it so that if you follow the particular guidelines, the approval is automatic after 20 days. Well, Canary was the first person to switch over to that. And so they are due, their 20 days are up tomorrow, Thursday. And
yes.
So they will go live. Now, these others are behind it within the next week or so. But I think, is it 11 or 14 XRP only spot ETFs?
It is 11. So there's 11 ETFs. And again, guys, this is a big deal because this is what is going to allow a lot of these big financial entities and most of these people that are nervous about crypto to get in. And a little bit more information on this. You guys know we love Wendy O. These are the ETFs that are going to be listing on the NASDAQ, and it will be tomorrow or Thursday. is the ticker. This is big, guys.
XRPC is the Canary ETF. It's an exchange traded fund. And guys, they have to own XRP. They have to own the asset. This is not futures. This is a spot ETF. Like a spot gold ETF means that particular company that's offering that product has to own that amount of gold. Like if they sell $1 million worth of ETF shares, which think of funds, think of a mutual fund, you have to buy the fund. So if they sell $1 million worth of that fund, they have to back it by $1 million worth of gold. Same thing with these crypto ETFs, spot ETFs, not futures ETFs. That's important. That's a distinction. Spot ETFs, they actually have to hold that dollar value worth of that asset. So what does that do? That increases a demand because they have to hold it. They can't buy, sell, and trade it. They have to hold it, which means they buy it, increases demand, but then they can't sell it, which decreases supply. Space Station next week, boys.
Oh, that was loud. I really want to share this clip about HBAR, but it's kind of long, and I didn't.
KB's here. What's up, KB?
I didn't get a chance to kind of go through it, but I might just play the beginning of this, guys, just so you can take a look at it, because XRP is not the only thing that is making really big moves right now. We're seeing a lot of ETFs coming out for HBAR as well. HBAR is a a project that we've been with for a very long time, ever since like 8 cents. Some of us even got in around 4 cents, and it's chilling at around 20 cents right now. So it's already done really well, and I think it's got a lot more room to move. The CEO just dropped this interview about HBAR, and I wanted to kind of go over it because it kind of goes over really kind of why HBAR is such a big deal. And so I'm going to try and share.
Did you say HBAR?
HBAR. Yeah, I know. That was weird. That was a weird pronunciation. Was struggling with the H that time. Go ahead and start doing the chat, guys. But so I am going to go ahead and share this and see if I can get a good. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. And just let me know if the sound is all right, guys. I'm going to mute myself just in case. I muted myself. I'm not playing this whole clip, but I want you guys to check out what was said about HBAR today.
Is really 3 things. One is you say, I had assets before and they were illiquid. They were real estate. So you can tokenize those things. And because you do, you make that asset now available to investors in 2 different ways. You say, okay, now I can invest into a real estate project for $200, which is not possible in the traditional world, because the fees just to invest into a real estate project is $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000. So you cannot invest $100 and pay $5,000 in fees. In the context of tokenization, you actually lower the barrier to entry. So now almost any investor can participate in that project. That's number one. Number two is you can come from anywhere in the world, right? So now that project, that's a real estate, for example, project, can be accessible by anyone in the world as long as you have regulatory framework in place to invest in that project. So if you live in Africa and you want to invest in Asia in a real estate project, now you can, because that asset is tokenized, right? That is super interesting, because that gives people the chance to participate in wealth creation all over the globe that typically they don't have access to today. So that's the second piece that's interesting. And the third piece that's really exciting to me is, because we do all of that on chain, all of those events, right, investments, reporting, voting, whatever we do about these assets, all of that is on chain.
The CEO of Hashgraph just dropped a huge warning on tokenization.
So, guys, this is huge. Everybody knows real estate is a massive market. Everybody knows that it's, you know, it's a massive industry. And as he just said, it's been hard for people to get into real estate. And when we talk about real world asset coins, we're talking about the tokenization of things in the real world. We're talking about taking real things that are physical in the world and putting them on chain on these tokens and allowing people to invest via the token.
And the beautiful thing is, like he started out with, you can invest with $100. You don't have to buy a quarter of a quarter of the whole condo shit. Like I just want to buy a portion, just like you can buy a portion of Bitcoin. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. You don't have to buy a whole condo now. You can go in with people you don't know and be like, you know what? I've got $100 and I want to own I want to buy this while it's being developed. I want to buy a portion of it. But if I wanted to buy like this, this is a bad example, but imagine this.
This is the condo he just bought with HBAR.
No, it's not. Imagine this was a condo and not a resort, but you wanted to buy one of the rooms at a condo at a big, beachfront resort that was being built, and you wanted to, Airbnb it or rent it out or whatever. You have to buy the whole condo. You have to buy the whole unit. You can't just buy, a tenth of the room. You have to buy the whole room. You don't have to buy the whole building, but you do have to buy a whole unit. Not with this new tokenization, and you can literally just buy a portion of the value, and it's the value itself is tokenized. And so, yeah, do you own 1/100th of the thing? Kinda, but really, do you own 1/100th of the value of that room? Yes. Can you make a return on that? Yes. Can you buy, sell, and trade it whenever you want? Yes. And anywhere in the world.
And if you guys are not bullish on HBAR after all that, if that really did not, get
I need more. That's not enough for me. I need more news.
If that's not enough for you, then damn. In 7 days, the first HBAR ETFs are going live, everybody.
It's next Wednesday.
Going live. So this means institutional money is about to flow into HBAR. We've been talking about this for weeks. Hedera flips Ethereum and core developers, meaning there is a lot more smart, important people working on Hedera than even Ethereum right now. SpaceX, it just launched its Hedera-powered quantum-protected systems. We've talked about this on the videos on the channel before.
That is going to, quantum security.
People always freak out about quantum computing. Oh, quantum computing is going to ruin crypto. It's going to ruin crypto. HBAR is already prepared for that. So, again, most of you guys don't know this, but I am technically a computer scientist. I've worked in the computer industry and the game industry for a long time, and quantum computing was a real threat to crypto. I will admit that there are some instances for people to be afraid of quantum computing derailing crypto, but HBAR does not have that worry, which is why HBAR is one of my biggest investments. We're not talking white papers. We're not talking satellites. We're talking about real data. And what that means is by on-chain execution is utility. This token is being used for things in the real world. It literally has the best utility narrative, and these ETFs are about to launch. We have on November 5th, the Canary HBAR ETF launched. That was already live. This already happened.
That was a week ago.
Yep. And we didn't see very much price action. Because again,
the ETF it's seen some movement, but it hasn't exploded yet, which you can say the same thing about the Bitcoin or the Ethereum ETFs. When they launched, the first week was not a big deal, but now the Bitcoin ETF passed it passed the gold ETF market in 6 months.
It's incredible. And guys, this is really important to take a look at, because look at all of this stuff that has happened for Hedera. I mean, the Falcon 9 rocket, this was 2 days ago. It was deployed using its quantum resistant algorithm. And we talked about this before. They're basically using it to send data between satellites securely.
Big deal, guys. Big deal. data and information security is a big deal.
Yeah, I am insanely bullish. I think Hedera is going to be one of the big winners with XRP this next cycle.
And long term.
And yeah, this is one I'm holding for the next 5 to 10 years. And it's really going to be incredible to kind of see where the price action goes. But speaking of price action, there is one more thing that I do want to share with you guys. Shout out to JC for pulling this up. We have experienced something that a lot of people that have been in crypto for a long time know what it is, but we're going to go over it because we saw a lot of new people.
We are not technical analysts, but these guys are, and I can at least understand the words that are coming out of their fingers, not mouths, but fingers. Like, I would never be able to come up with this because I don't know the terms and stuff, but I understand what he's saying when he points it out.
Yeah. So essentially, I wish that DJ was here on the show to kind of give us a better, understanding of this. Because again, we have, DJ is our technical analyst. But essentially, what we're seeing here is we're seeing a cross between the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. So essentially the price over the course of 200 days and the price over 50. So when these divergences have crossed in the past, we have seen insane price action. The first time we saw this cross, Bitcoin just went. Then we saw a bear market. Then it crossed again. We saw another insane price action movement. And same thing. Every single time we have had this crossover and this divergence, we have seen a bull run. Now, I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it. Oh, God, that's not helping at all. But as you can see, it is very, very close to crossing over. It hasn't quite crossed over yet. So this is important because we're probably about to see it's so close, guys. We very much, as soon as this cross prints, we're going to see some insane price action, I think. The fourth death cross is incoming. The last three marked major bottoms. If history repeats, we're going higher. History usually repeats in these markets, guys. We have seen this a ton. We've seen this happen quite a bit. And I said last week, I'm like, I think the bottom's in. I think we hit the bottom last week, and I'm sticking with it, guys. I am firm in my beliefs that we have seen the bottom, and it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out when the government, comes back alive.
Government's reopening. We should have the Clarity Act getting through. We're going to see ETFs going live in the next couple of weeks across multiple projects. Mr. Gray did point out that Hedera HBAR did make some AI moves recently too, which is another.
We do. We're going to share that too. We'll share that. So this is from Crypto Wendy O. Love Wendy. Shout out. And this is very interesting because I actually didn't know this until JC shared it with me this morning. This is relatively
still working. I'm on vacation. I'm still working.
Still working on vacation. Love it. So do you know that Hedera has an AI kit? What? They're jumping on the AI narrative, the biggest narrative that is coming to crypto. What?
And probably all of the world.
Let's learn some more. Let's figure out what this is. Okay, so an open source toolkit, AI driven, a bunch, can create smart contracts, tokens, all using AI. It can develop different applications on the Hedera blockchain. This is huge, guys. This is similar to what Caffeine AI on ICP is doing, and we saw some serious price action when that was launched.
ICP.
Yeah. So this is the link. I'll throw that in the description for you guys if you guys want to check it out. But yes, Hedera is jumping on the AI narrative. This is so massive, guys. AI again is going to be one of the
biggest. You don't have enough HBAR.
If you are not buying more HBAR today, what are you doing? You know what? I'm pulling it up.
What you're doing is not taking financial advice from two random dudes in their basements.
You're taking a big L if you're not taking random financial advice, non-financial advice from strangers on the internet. Let me tell you what.
Yeah. If we don't give financial advice, and if you are thinking that this is financial advice, you have violated rule number 1. Don't be a moron. We're not giving you financial advice. You do whatever you want to do with your money. It's
so
yours.
I do want to share the chart for HBAR, because again, HBAR has done really well over the past year. We're up we were up a 3x. We're about up a 2x right now from last year. But if you look at all-time high, we still are far down from where we were before. And, you know,
and I think HBAR blows through all-time highs.
Yeah, there's a lot of bullish sentiment. We're down 56% for all time right now. That's probably not entirely accurate, because I think we've gone, you know, but still, my point is still at a $7 billion market cap, still pretty low for what it's doing. I do see it 10xing. I see HBAR going to $100 billion market cap easy. I really do. I do not think that's out of the realm of possibility with all the partnerships they have. It's at 18 cents, guys. Like, obviously, if you got in at 4 cents, you're sitting pretty. You know,
my lowest buy, I think, was 4.5 cents. I think my average entry is around 7 cents. But yeah, I mean, I bought HBAR. My first HBAR was, 13, 14 cents. And then it fell, and I just kept stacking.
And you guys are up. If you guys have been buying, you know, over the past year, you're doing very well. We've been talking about HBAR for the past 2 years.
Oh yeah, we've been staking HBAR as a team for over 2 years.
Yeah, you really need to. Yes, Kyle in the chat. A few of them have actually listed. We are going to see a lot of the XRP ETFs listing. I believe tomorrow is when those go live. There are a few live now through Canary. But yeah, HBAR, guys, I'm telling you, obviously XRP is a great project. We've been involved in XRP for a long time. It's getting a lot of attention, a lot of ETFs coming, but HBAR is the sleeper, I think. XRP everyone knows is going to do well. HBAR is the one that people are not giving the attention that it deserves. That's why we talk about it a lot on this channel. We're down quite a bit. You know, for even if we look at the week, you know, it's still doing pretty good. The month, we're down not very much. I mean, really, guys, HBAR has been holding up for the past year, even during a bear market. And I still think we have a lot of room for this thing to move. So, you know, I'm calling for $2 HBAR easy, but we'll see. So with all this bullish news, guys, you should definitely be making sure that you are allocated in the appropriate projects, because
and don't chase candles. Don't chase candles. I mean, you can if you want to. You do whatever you want. But I made that mistake. I think it's a mistake to chase candles, and I made that mistake last bull run was really my first fully involved bull run. And I'd be like, oh, such and such is pumping. Well, this other thing that I hold is not pumping. Maybe I should move over into that.
This is why you don't chase candles, guys. So XRP, or excuse me, this was Internet Computer Protocol made an insane move all the way to $8 over the past month. This is a very heavy AI narrative. It has been just absolutely wrecked. If you look at the all-time chart on ICP, guys, absolutely wrecked right now. It actually is scaring a lot of people out of the market, out of it. $3 billion market cap, still really tiny. But if you look at the year, or excuse me, the month, the last month, it just ripped. And everybody was like, oh, it's at $10 now. It went from like $3 to $10. It like 3x'd in a day. If you bought after it 3x, you just got eviscerated.
Now you're down 50%.
Yeah. So you know,
don't chase the candles, guys. Yeah. Learn. You don't have to learn TA. But follow people that do good TA and just listen to what they say and be like, hey, you know what? As you listen, you'll learn a little more, and you'll learn to recognize, wait a minute, this looks like it might be overbought. I don't want to chase. I don't want to buy the top. I mean, you can. If you're holding forever, who cares? Just buy, you know, DCA. This is the way. But if you're trying to make those trades, you need to at least have a basic understanding of technical analysis and charts and highs and lows and danger areas, and follow people that do that well, and use that to formulate your plan and strategy. But if you're
look at that meme, above us, the Mr.
Toby
Peter
McGuire.
Parker over here. That's how I feel about the price action. And I know some of you guys are probably like, why are they talking about this project? It is flatlining. It is down 98% for all time. It was at $400, guys. And once the video finally comes out for AI, you guys will understand why I and so many people are so bullish on ICP, because it is still down quite a bit for the year. I mean, it's down 30% for the year. You know, it was at around $14 just last year. So, I mean, I think anything AI right now, or real world asset, or, you know, any of the things that we've been talking about.
DeFi.
I think DeFi, I think they're all very, very safe plays. You know, you're not going to 200x on most of these projects that we talk about. But again, we're trying to find projects that are going to be here in the next 5 to 10 years, that are going to be safe investments, because, you know, with crypto, it's as risky as you can get, which is why a lot of people are staying out of the markets right now. But it is important, you know, when we say when in doubt, zoom out, because we have a lot of bullish news coming right now. There's a lot of ETFs about to be filed. The government's about to reopen. Clarity Act is still coming. You know, NASA and SpaceX are using HBAR for satellites in space for the aliens when they finally show up. You know, big things are coming, guys.
Oh, hey, we are 9 subs away from 300. Let's go.
Let's get it, guys. We've been doing this for about a month. Already got 300 subscribers. I mean, huge shout out to everybody that's hanging out with us in the chat right now. I mean,
we're getting close to 3 months, but whatever.
Well, since we've really got it perfected as the show.
Yeah, we're professionals now.
Yeah,
I mean, as you
can see. But yeah, guys, that's really all we wanted to share today. There is a ton of bullish news. There's a lot of good things happening, but we're still chopping sideways because things are just really boring right now. So,
and I still say stuff is being held down and manipulated.
It is, and if it's being held down, guys, now is the time to get into these projects, because the financial entities and the governments that are getting into these projects, they're not going to lose money. They are not going to lose money.
Well,
They've been
the
buying
government is
these
not great about not losing and wasting money, but the financial
institutions. Do not buy HBAR when it hits $1.50. Do not buy XRP when it goes to $10. Do not buy these projects unless you are really going to be in it for a long time, because what is going to happen is they are going to savagely dump on all of us unless you are positioned properly. So really take a look at some of these projects that we've talked about today, guys. Do your own research, make your own decisions, but there are clear winners that we are paying attention to, that we think everybody should at least know about, whether you buy and invest in them or not. They are using this technology to change the world, and real world adoption is coming. And we have not seen
this. We have the opportunity over the next few years to just make our individual and our group, our community's lives a little better. Are we going to be, are we going to replace all these huge institutions that run the world for their own power and benefit? No, but you know what? I don't want to. I just want to go here more often.
Absolutely, man. Like, guys, the government controls everything. They're going to manipulate everything. We can't control that. It's never going to stop.
I want to fly up to Reptar's house and pick him up in my airplane and bring him to the beach. I mean...
Oh my God! Yeah, I welcome that right now. Listen, we got about a foot of snow last night. Pick me up, all right? I will meet you at the airport.
But I mean, that's just, we're all little guys. We just want to not work quite as hard, not have to worry quite as much about buying groceries. We want to spend a little money on relaxation and not feel like, how am I going to pay my rent because I just want to go on a 3-day cruise? Like,
we're trying to retire the bloodline, guys. And you do that with HBAR or XRP. Just saying. Or anything in the AI sector.
Yeah.
We will see you in Jamaica when everything is rebuilt.
But yeah, I think this is a once in a generation opportunity for all of us to retire at least a few generations.
That is the goal, guys. So thank you so much for hanging out with us, JC. Thank you for for coming all the way across the world to join us for the stream today.
That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna go lay on the beach and drink something fruity.
Yeah. So, guys, as you know, today is Wednesday, which means that we are going to have our weekly game night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out, play some games, earn some free crypto, and just hang out with some degenerates, guys. We've given away $250,000 in prizes.
Illuvium and Other Side tonight.
We're giving away tons of NFTs and different things for different games we're involved with. It's a fun time. Come check it out. Link will be in the description for the Discord and everything, so you guys can hop in and be ready.
News on the Kodamara front?
Ooh, maybe some news on the Kodamara front. We'll talk about a game night tonight. We got a lot of good news today, guys. We're excited for game night tonight.
Illuvium Overworld MMO style. I mean, it's good stuff, but
the footage was wild. I was looking at some of the footage today. It's so good. We'll share that at game night tonight, guys. Again, thank you so much. And please hit the like button, subscribe. It helps us so much more.
Let's get to 300 before the end of the week. How about that?
Let's get it, guys.
Share it. If you're already liking and subbing, share it to somebody. Get the name out there. Make a comment. Every time you like, subscribe, ring the bells. Make a comment either on the live or in the chat afterwards. If we screwed something up, or if you think Reptar's mic is garbage, or if you're mad at me for being on vacation while you're not, just make a comment. Every comment you make boosts us up, makes more people likely to see us.
I want to hear it.
Tell us we're garbage. Tell us we're morons. Tell us we're violating our own rule number 1.
Yep, and we'll see you. We'll see you from JC's next vacation spot while you're buying Dogecoin.
You know what I should have done is taken my shirt off and done the whole, hey, what's up, guys? I'm sleepy. I just woke up in my bed.
Get the real Alex Becker vibes going today, guys. Oh my God.
I'm going to go get something to drink with alcohol in it at 10:45 in the morning.
Guys, you can too. Buy more H-Bar.
And XR. Thanks, everybody.
Guys, have a great night, JC. I'll see you later. Have a good one, man. I'll see you tonight at game night.
We'll see you.